what I did want to go talk to you about was just trying to understand a little bit more about what you do as a graphic designer and just like understanding that as a whole.
Right.
I know small basics, create designs, maybe video. I don't know. I create designs. That's it. That's all I know.
Okay, well, where do I even start? Okay, so a lot of people I find, even before I guess, became a graphic designer, um, sometimes people don't know how to differentiate like a graphic designer and like an artist because two things are pretty artistic and pretty creative, but
Mm-hmm.
two are very different. Um, so I think like a lot of people think graphic design is just look at this nice thing that you have, and that's obviously not what graphic design is. And obviously, for graphic design, you want things to look good. You want things to have impact, and that goes the same with art. But I think the biggest difference between graphic design and art is for art, you have basically like full capacity to do whatever you want type of thing. And with graphic design, you have a lot of things to think about in terms of how you want to communicate whatever it is you're communicating um, in your design as clear as possible. And also, like, the biggest thing about graphic is solving a problem. And I don't know if a lot of people know about that. So I
Okay.
think with graphic design, there are a lot of things to think about, especially nowadays with accessibility. You have to think about, is this accessible to people who are younger or who are older and need bigger fonts, or people who are a bit colorblind? Like, you have to think about all these tiny little things and know what your actual audience is. And I think with art, it's more of a way to express yourself, and I guess mood and stuff. Like, I'm not really speaking. I wouldn't say I'm an artist because I'm not very good at art, I guess, if that makes sense. Which is weird because I'm a graphic designer and a lot of people associate art and graphic design together. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think graphic design is very different from art. I think art is more like, I want to put this up on my wall and admire it, and graphic design is more like, okay, this is the message that I am receiving from whatever it is I'm looking at.
So is a fair, quick description as like artists, like we can get very technical, like digital artists
Mhm.
create art as a whole and like just like very creative and just make whatever the heck they want slash like if they get requests, where like graphic designers are like taking that some of those skills but then like adding like the business component to it, which is like all those processes of thinking, who's the end user, what's the goal, what's the problem, etc.
Exactly. Like, with every single graphic design project I've ever had to do, there was always a need for something, and like graphic designers are the bridge to that. Like, we're taking that need and providing a solution for that need, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.